Hey YouTubers, and welcome back to something just a little bit different. A kind of a bonus video really, more than anything else, just to let you see something that I've just picked up. I did a deal with somebody on another car, which I won't mention now because you haven't seen that video yet. You'll have to excuse all the traffic noise, guys. I've literally just picked this up, but I wanted to do, as I said, something a little bit different and show you what it is before I do anything to it, if that makes sense, because I'm actually planning on turning this into a micro camper van, surf bus, day bus type thing, but much smaller than the two that I did before, the three that I did before. So as I said, I wanted to give you a heads up and show you what it is, bare bones as it were. It's a Renault Kangoo. Yeah, but it was bloody cheap and it was a decent deal for me as a Part X on the other car that I had. It's got some decent wheels. I mean, we're literally just going to show you around the car today and show you what it is like right this minute. The wheels are really nice, actually. I do like these wheels. Again, sorry about all the road noise. I'm going to do something that I've been planning on doing for quite a while, and I've never really had a car that I felt comfortable doing it on, rather. But because this van owes me so little, I'm going to give it a go on here. I'm going to try and refurb these wheels just by sanding them off and using either a metallic spray paint or some plastic dip. I haven't decided yet. They're both around about the same price to do, so you'll have to wait and see. But I'm going to keep you guys updated. If you're interested in this, I'm going to keep you updated as to what I'm doing and progress reports. Every couple of weeks I'm going to show you what I've done, maybe talk about what I'm going to do. Generally, back to the van though, I mean, it's 2004. It's done 150,000 of your miles, so it's not a new van by any means, but it's not going to be marketed as a new van. It's not going to have a load of money spent on it. It's just going to be, I'll probably do this and sell it for less than 1,500 quid as a little surf van, because it's got the roof racks on top. Great for a surfboard. It's a good size. It's a shame it doesn't have a side opening door. That would have been perfect. And it's a shame I can't actually find any windows to put in the back of here. I have put some feelers out because they do them with the windows, and I've got a guy that will help me with that. So let's have a little look around. The first thing I'm going to do is obviously take out this dog guard parcel kind of guard for the driver so things don't hit you. That's easy enough. We just take those bolts out here and here. And then obviously I'm going to strip everything out of here and start the ply lining process. The plan is to put a false roof in here with either some drop down lights, those little spots, or I'll just do what I did in the other two projects and get those 72 LED light, Chinese kind of 12 volt lights, and stick them just up here somewhere. I mean, I've got to get this van home, and I'm going to have to basically really sit down and think about it. It's not the prettiest van in the world. It does need some work. It needs a bloody good clean. It needs some seat covers. I'm gonna probably put a half partition ply board across here, which will be carpeted as well. I don't know whether I'm going to bother putting a little kitchenette and a little bed in there, because I just don't know if it's bloody big enough. But again, this first video, this kind of like, what have I done lately kind of thing, this is just to show you what I'm going to be doing over the next few months. It's the end of September now, so I'm going to start on this as soon as it goes through its MOT. I mean, pretty much it's ply lined inside. It just needs a roof, and then I'll carpet that. I'm thinking to do a different one, they call it barley, a kind of a beige on the walls here and here. Do the same type of thing that I did in the last vans with some lino down here. I don't know which way to go with that. Because of the grey interior, I'll probably do the same as I did on the Vivaro, that kind of nice planking wood look effect lino down here. Because it's such a small space, it won't actually cost a lot to do that, so that's kind of useful. And as I said, we're going to carpet this beige, and I was thinking about carpeting the roof panel in a more of a blue, so it's almost like sand and sky kind of, surf fan. That's the way I'm going to go, but it's all going to happen. With these projects, what I found is you change your mind 50 times because you find something you think might be a better fit in that respect. But obviously, lino floor, carpeted walls, carpeted roof with some lights in there probably. There'll be a USB wall, bank of switches and plugs and stuff somewhere in here. I'm not decided where yet. And there'll probably be a fuse box and, that kind of stuff. And I'd like to, as I said, get some windows in here, some tinted windows in here and on that side too, because it's got this kind of three-quarter effect here on the back doors. You can open just this third here, or you can open up just the 230 and then a third there. It's got a tow bar as well, so that's kind of useful if anybody's got a trailer or quad bike. I don't know. I mean, it's only a 1.4 diesel, so it's not going to break any land speed records. But generally speaking, I think this is the perfect size for just a really, really small, cheap surf bus that you can just jump in here. You could kip in it if you want to. You could shove your surfboard on the top. You know, I'm going to make it so you can make yourself a cup of tea, coffee, soup, whatever, and you can charge your phone and your tablet and that kind of stuff while you're away, and make these wheels much nicer. Anthracite. I'm either going to go black with the plastic dip, or I'm going to do with them in anthracite in this metallic, sparkly metallic paint, as I said. And I also thought about putting some white stripes up here to go over the roof, just to make it a little bit more funky in that respect. But that's probably all I'm going to do to it. I'm not going to do a huge amount else. You could put some graphics on there, you could do all sorts of things, but it's going to be a cheap van, and it does need a bloody good wash, and it does need a bloody good polish as well. As I said, I've only just picked it up. I've not even thrown a sponge over it yet, but it's going in for its MOT, because one of the reasons I got it so cheap is because its MOT runs out at the end of October, so it's due to go in for its MOT in about 4 days' time, which will give me a month to sort everything out. If everything goes according to plan and it passes its MOT, I'll start the project. If, however, it doesn't pass its MOT, then I'll have to maybe rethink things depending on what it fails on, obviously, on the MOT. If it's catastrophic failure, then it's a scrap van, and I just put it down to experience, and I'll let you guys just know about that. If it goes through, we start the project. If it fails and it's only a couple of £100 on something like welding, that's fine, no worries there at all. We'll get that done, but it means obviously the budget will go down for the conversion, because I reckon, as I said, this will probably sell for about £1,500. So I've got around about five to £700, shall we say, to get this done, which is more than enough, because I'm not going to put a kitchen in it, and I might not even bother putting a bed in there. I don't know. To be perfectly honest, I'm not entirely sure how far I'm going to go with this. It all depends on the MOT. So wish me luck. It's going in, as I said, in 3 days' time for an MOT. If it passes, we crack on. If it doesn't, I'll let you know. All right, just to let you know what I'm up to, guys. Thanks for watching. Take care.